What's going on, guys? In today's video, I'm gonna show you how to get all these weapon cosmetics, weapon skins from the shop without spending a single penny in Throne and Liberty. As you can see, I just got my staff weapon skin, and these are all available weapon skins from the shop. I think it's for the Halloween theme, as it's lasted only for 6 days. We have all weapon skin types in the game. My favorite ones are the staff, the great sword, the bow, and also the crossbow. They look really awesome. So as you can see from my auction house sale history, I've been making a lot of this lucen without spending any real money, which I'll explain in further detail. Now, I'm going to show you how to earn a ton of lucen, which will allow you to earn 20,000 to 30,000 or more lucen per week. I'm going to show you how to turn this epic crossbow that you can't sell in the auction house, but turn it into a lithograph that you can sell for 1,000 of lucens for one item, just like that. I'll explain to you guys step by step on how to make this lucen using epic gear, and also another section using blue gear. So let's get straight into it. Alright, to get epic gear the fastest and easiest way, I have a video on how you can grind multiple mobs in public dungeon, which can be done solo to allow you to obtain the maximum amount of epic and blue gear. I'll be providing this video link in the description below, so be sure to check that out as well after you finish watching this video. Alright, before you start, I want you guys to visit the contract manager, and then you want to try to be completing this daily contract where you guys can get the Abyssal Contract tokens. So why do you need this Abyssal Contract tokens? As you can see on the top right of your screen, that is the currency that you will spend whenever you kill a mob and get some loot in a public dungeon. So example of public dungeons can be the Shadowed Crypt, the Seleucus Abyss, and the Saradomo Island, just to name a few. You guys want to be spending this Abyss Contract tokens on level 50 dungeons only when you guys are level 50. This is because every time you got loot, you'll be spending this token. As you guys can see here, I've killed a mob and they drop something and I immediately use up the token. And the higher quality the loot is, the more tokens they will use up. Sometimes it could be up to more than 2,000 tokens per epic loot. So if you guys are low on these tokens, that's why you would never see an epic loot to drop in public dungeons. So you have to stock up these tokens in order for you to get a chance to get the more higher quality epic loot. Alright, next you want to be accepting the weekly contracts from the Sundries trader on the right here. And if you click on the contract, you guys can see the rewards. The first one, of course, by completing each contract, you'll be rewarded with the Precious Blessing Pouch, which will give you a chance to get one of these epic or blue gear. The next reward is the Abyss currency. This is different from the Abyssal Contract token. Every time you completed a contract in any public dungeons, you will get one Abyss currency. Alright, how would you spend this Abyss currency, you may ask? You have to go to Stone God Castle and just visit one of these epic merchants. Then click the chest icon, and then you want to be scrolling down to the very bottom. And as you guys can see, each chest will cost 40 Abyss currency. I currently have 32, which means I just need 8 more, and you will have a guaranteed chance to choose one of these epics. So if you guys missing any epic gear, you guys can just purchase these crates and get your epic gear immediately. You can also get epic and blue gear from doing dungeons, so be sure to keep them as many as possible unless you can merge to level up your main gear via traits or levels, which is a totally separate topic. So in today's video, I'm going to show you 2 items as examples on how you can make money. For example, the first one is the Crossbow of Infinite Steel, which I got it from solo farming on Saradoma Island. If you go to the auction house under Miscellaneous Lithograph and search for this bow name, you can see that this bow will cost you around 1,000 plus lucen. And if you search for all of the lithograph item, this is one of the highest price up there in lithographs category. Another item that I want to show you guys is the Visage of Executioner, which drops from dungeon. I have 2 of them, so I want to sell one of them. So you want to be going to the auction house, go to miscellaneous lithograph, and then search for the helmet name. As you can see, it's selling for 360 lucent, which is lesser than the crossbow, but it's still gonna be worth it, especially if you have multiple of the same item. So to craft the weapon lithograph, you can click on your epic weapon and then click on this small lithograph icon. A window will pop up which will show you that you are creating one precious lithograph crossbow of infinite steel. And it require a precious blank lithograph weapons. If you click on the precious blank lithograph weapons, there's an icon that tells you how to acquire it. So you want to click on that and the game will tell you to go to a weapon store, not the armor store. Click on the pouch icon and you want to be crafting the precious blank lithograph weapons for epic weapons. You can see the materials on the right there, but I don't have the gems for weapons. So in this video, I'm going to show you an example on how to convert the helmet instead. All right, now we're going to do for the helmet. You want to do the same thing. Click on the epic helmet and then click on the little lithograph icon. It'll pop up a window on how to get the precious blank lithograph armor, not weapon. Or you can head over to an armor store, click on the pouch icon, and click on the precious blank lithograph armor. Same thing, the material's gonna be on the right side. If you want to know how to get these materials, simply click on it and then click on the how to acquire icon, this map pin little icon with the eye on it. For example, if I want to get this enchanted ink, I can just click on the how to acquire. It'll show me a list of merchant that I can purchase this from. So we're gonna be going to the Stone Guard Castle one. You have to visit the contract coin merchant there. So right now I'm at the contract coin merchant. You want to be scrolling down and click and purchase the enchanted ink. There's a weekly limit of 50, so I'm just gonna purchase them all. All right, we're back at the armor merchant. We're gonna be going to the precious lithograph armor again, and this time we want to get the leather. You can click on this tool icon and it'll show you how to craft this precious rune leather. You'll need 5 rare rune leather. Right now I only have 5 of them, but if you go to your inventory, if you have this rare base material selection chest, which I have a ton of them, you can actually click on it and get any items that you need. For this case, I need the rare rune leather. So you want to be getting the amount of items accordingly.
Glad you're here.
As you can see, I got the wrong amount of rare rune leather here, which I'm gonna get once again from the rare material chest. Or you can click on this chest icon. Sometimes it's not showing. I don't know why you have to open the chest manually from your inventory. Alright, now I'm just gonna craft the exact number of precious leather. And finally, we got the sufficient amount to craft the precious blank lithograph armor. Okay, for the precious talent, once again, you can click how to acquire. It'll tell you can get it from the merchant, the armor merchant, or you can buy it from the auction house. So I'm just gonna go craft it from the armor merchant. Click on the pouch icon and scroll down. You'll be able to find the precious talent. You just need the rare talent, 5 of them in order to craft 1. So I'm going to do that right now. All right, finally we have enough. We're just going to craft this precious blank lithograph armor.
Ladger.
Alright, now it's done. Let's go and craft the lithograph for our visage of the executioner. Click on the item, click on the lithograph item, and we successfully crafted the precious lithograph for the visage of executioner. And now we're gonna sell it on the auction house. Just click on the lithograph and then click on search on the auction house, and you can see the price is 360 lucent. So I'm just gonna undercut it by 1 for this example in this video. And there you have it. You got the item up on the auction house. You can do this for multiple epic gear. Just imagine if you can create the weapon lithograph just now for the crossbow, you can earn up to 1k plus just for a single lithograph. Alright, now let's talk about blue items. For blue gear, for example, we're gonna do for this helmet right here called Soul Mirror Turban. So before you do anything, you want to look at the stats of your gear. For example, here I have 2 range evasion and 1 cooldown speed. So you want to click on the item and then click on trait list, which will perform a search on the auction house. Once you're there, you can either search by the item name, the Soul Mirror Turban, or you can just filter it by blue or rare instead of epic. You'll see a list of blue helmets here with the same trait. As you can see, cooldown speed plus 1.5%, and you'll see the Soul Mirror Turban extract is selling for 26 lucent on the auction house. So now we're going to be doing the same thing for the other Soul Mirror Turban. This time it's the range evasion. I think I've accidentally clicked on the range endurance instead. So just imagine this is a range endurance helmet. So as you can see, it only costs you 10 lucent per helmet extract. So you want to be choosing the higher lucent amount before you sell them. Alright, I'm going to show you another example here. Let's test the Invoker gloves right here. The first trait is for the melee evasion. I think all of the gear with evasion trait is pretty useless. The better ones are endurance, max mana, max health, mana regen, attack speed, cooldown reduction, and all that. So the other gloves that we have the attack speed trait, which are selling now for 34 lucent, which is higher than the turban or the helmet there. So we're gonna be selling these gloves instead, just for this example in the video. So once you have decided, open up your inventory and click on the trait extraction icon right at the bottom here. And we're gonna be choosing our gloves right here. And for blue gears, you need 5 trait extraction stone. It'll be more for epic. Let's click on extract. I'll show you how to get trait extraction stone later on from the store, or you can get it through other content in the game. Just click on it and click how to acquire. So now go to the auction house. Right now it's selling for 34 lucent. Click on sell and you can put the amount that you are selling. So that's pretty much about it. How you can make lucent from epic and also blue gear in Throne and Liberty. Once again, you guys can click the video right at the end here so you can learn how to do public dungeon solo and get those epic and blue gear in the game. So that wraps up for today's video. This is your regular adventurer Kasum. Thank you for watching and peace out.